Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another interesting and exciting update from the camp of our very own Super Eagles as they are joined up for their decisive CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers playoffs scheduled to take place in Morocco and other amazing updates surrounding Nigerian football and sports. Before I do that, if you are new on this platform, subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to our very own Super Eagles by liking the video and sharing to other social media platforms. As usual, my name is Solomon Kwadwo Asante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do also leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shout-outs in my subsequent videos. And I'm all straightforward. Let's get into the video and starts from the 2025 FIFA Awards. Dates and venue are yet to be confirmed, but FIFA has recognized our very own Chiamaka Inadozie. She has been nominated for the Best FIFA Women's Goalkeeper Award of the year 2025, and this comes as no surprise based on her outstanding performances for her former club side, Paris FC, before joining Brighton and Hove Albion women's side. And the voting is currently open, with national team captains, coaches, journalists, fans all contributing to the outcome. So you can also go and vote for Chiamaka Inadozie. We have the various categories with the various nominees. But briefly, let me go you through how you can vote for your preference and to who you can vote for. This is how it is done. Let's have a full glare on our screens. How to vote. You select your candidates. Example, Chiamaka Inadozie. You log in or register to submit your votes. Once the voting ends, you will notify who won. It started from yesterday, the 6th of November 2025, and it will end on the 28th of November 2025. And let's look at the contenders for Chiamaka Inadozie for the Best FIFA Women's Goalkeepers nominees. You have Cole, Endler, Inadozie, and other goalkeepers, Joyce Hampton, and I think preferably Hampton can win it. But let's go and vote for our very own Chiamaka Inadozie. Away from the 2025 FIFA Awards, let's talk about our very own Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of the mini tournament scheduled to take place in Morocco from the 13th to the 16th of November 2025. We all know that on the 13th of November 2025, exactly 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. Nigeria time, at the Prince Moli El Hassan Sports Complex, first semi-final game, the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus the Panthers of Gabon. And ahead of this game, head coach of the Gabonese national team has spoken, Thierry Muyuma. And according to Thierry Muyuma, he has spoken about our talisman, our goal poacher, our goal machine, Victor Osimhen, in two folds. The first one is about response, and the second one is about the strategy to use on him. According to what he said about the response, he has responded to Victor Osimhen's recent declaration of helping the Super Eagles overcoming Gabonese national team and also making it to USA, Canada, and Mexico. And according to head coach Thierry of the Gabonese national team, these are just motivational words that everyone uses without conviction. So he doesn't have any points coming to say that's going to overcome Gabon and qualify for USA, Canada, and Mexico World Cup. Aside everything, they are going to try as much as they can to dominate over Nigeria. Victor Osimhen once said they are going to clinch the AFCON 12 trophy during Ivory Coast 2024 when they went into the grand finale. But at the end of the journey, Ivory Coast defeated Nigeria by 2-1. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is the only one who has proved that he's indeed ready for this mini tournament, especially with the first semi-final clash against Nigeria. He has demonstrated that against Gambia in the penultimate World Cup qualifier by scoring 4 goals. So this time around, he's coming in to replicate what he did against the Gambia to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's have a look of each and every word from the Gabonese head coach Thierry Muyuma on our screens. He started with these words. Osimhen said he will do everything to take Nigeria to the World Cup. I think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has already answered this question and demonstrated by scoring 4 goals. He proceeded with these words. Against Burundi, he did not return to his club to prepare for the next fixtures. He stayed with his teammates to show that he really wants to lead the national team to the World Cup. So I have almost nothing to say about Osimhen's words. It's motivation, a club to unite his team behind him. But he has said in the last AFCON that he will do everything to bring the cup to Nigeria. Unfortunately, Ivory Coast won. Well, these are motivational words that everyone uses without conviction. It's his opinion alone. So these are the exact words of what he has to say about Victor Osimhen's declaration of helping Nigeria, defeating Gabon, and qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament at USA, Canada, and Mexico. And the second part is about the strategy to use against Victor Osimhen. According to coach Thierry Moyuma, he has admitted that he has to adopt special strategy or approach to clear every doubt around Victor Osimhen. He has to do that, but he will do it so that he will know how to work around Victor Osimhen's strength and unpredictability on the field of play against the Gabonese defenders. He started with these words. This type of player can be unpredictable, but he also loves playing in behind. The ability to reduce the distances behind us is one way, but even if you solve this problem, he has another side to his game. Set pieces and corners. Yes, you have Osimhen there. That is where the complexity lies. That is where the work of a coach becomes interesting, because we are going to dissect, debate, and agree on a common defensive strategy. So according to head coach Muyuma Thierry, they are going to dissect, debate, and agree on a common defensive strategy on the goal poacher, Victor Osimhen. He should just go and listen to the exact words of coach John Hettinger of Ajax. At the end of everything, Victor Osimhen scored hat-trick against Ajax for Galatasaray. Still in the camp of the Panthers of Gabon, head coach Thierry Moyuma has released 26 players in facing the Super Eagles, same as either DR Congo or Cameroon. With respect to the 26 players, we have 3 goalkeepers, 10 defenders, 6 midfielders, and 7 attackers. Let me quickly run you through the list. Goalkeepers: Lois Mbamba, Stella Club, Ivory Coast; Junior Bekali, Hafia FC, Guinea; Lucas, Paris Saint-Germain under 18. To the defenders: Bruno Ekwele Manga, Paris 13 Atletico, France; Aaron Apidangboye plays for Sivasspor in Turkey; Yanis Mbema plays for FC Dordrecht in the Eredivisie, Netherlands; Mick Keller plays for Hafia FC in Guinea; Jonathan Du Masulino plays for Stade Rennais, unknown, playing with Boss and Brest in France; Alex Mukatu Musunda plays for Aris Limassol in Cyprus; Johan Obiang plays for US Orleans in France; Anthony Oyono, he's a right back who plays his club football for Fronon in the Serie B, Italy; Jeremy Oyono plays for Fronius in Italy, Serie B; Ekumie is a defender who plays for Angers SCO in France. To the midfielders, we have Mario Lemina, plays for Galatasaray. He plays the same club with Victor Osimhen in Turkey. Noah Lemina also plays for Gendon Sports in Switzerland. We have Samaki Magnama, who plays as a midfielder in Ivory Coast for Stade d'Abidjan. We have Guelo Kanga, who plays as a midfielder for Ensla Erospor in Turkey. Didier Ibrahim Indong plays for Esgalal in Iran. Andre Biyugo plays for Amdal SK in Turkey. To the forwards, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang plays for Olympique de Marseille in France. Denis Bouanga plays for Los Angeles Football Club, another deadly attacker in the Gabonese scene. In the United States of America, same as the Major League Soccer. Teddy Andami plays for Amiens Football Club in France, that is League 2. Randy plays for USM Kenchela in Algeria. Brian Menyo plays for Olympique Lyon Team B. Alain Macolino plays for Lauricinia FC in Portugal. And Royce Openda plays for Girondins de Bordeaux in France. So these are the players. That is a 26-man squad going to play for Gabon, especially against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Away from the camp of the Panthers of Gabon is to the camp of a former coach of the Super Eagles, same as a former coach of the Panthers of Gabon, Coach Gennett Rab. He has spoken again, and according to him, looking at the attack of the Super Eagles team, if they are having a good day, they can defeat any national team on this earth. These are the exact words of Gennett Rab. And he said, with respect to that of DR Congo, Gabon, and Cameroon, Nigeria will become the ultimate at the end of this mini tournament. They will progress to the Interconfederation or the Intercontinental playoff. And at the end of the journey, they will make it to USA, Canada, and Mexico. These are the exact words of head coach Gennett Rab. You see, there is Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. In the same attack, you have Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze. That is enough to wreck any team in the world. So according to Gennett Rab, this is enough. Having Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman, same as Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze, it is enough to defeat any national team in this world. He ended up with these words. When you look at their defense, it's also not bad because you even have the captain now sitting on the bench. So you can see why they are favored to win the playoff, despite my respects for Gabon, Congo DR, and Cameroon. So these are the exact words of former head coach of Gabon and the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Gennett Rab. Away from his camp, let me talk about the issues surrounding the Super Eagles players' bonuses. And according to the latest coming in, a senior player of the team has spoken out, and I'm not going to give out his name. According to him, for the past 2 years, he has not received any winning bonuses for the national team, same as the other colleagues of his. But they are not much focused about the winning bonuses from the Nigerian Football Federation. They are going to stay focused, hit hard, and also go into the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. Exact words of this senior player of the national team. I wasn't in the team for the Unity Cup or the friendly game against Russia, but I reliably gathered that no one was paid a dime. It's been the same story for 2 years now. So these are the exact words of his. He ended up with this. I am not sure anyone is thinking about bonuses in the team because we haven't been paid for 2 years. Most people don't know that, but it's not enough reason not to honor the call-up or put in your best when you play for Nigeria. I wasn't in the team for the Unity Cup or the friendly game against Russia, but I reliably gathered that no one was paid a dime. It's been the same story for 2 years now. Before I end this presentation, this is a quick one. It came through during the presentation, and let me update you. We are all not happy with CAF choice of officials to officiate Super Eagles versus Gabon. And according to one of the renowned Nigerian journalists, Osasu Obayiwana, he has spoken to one of the officials or contacts at CAF, and he has given him an extensive details of the officials. And according to this contact at CAF, they are going to change the officials very soon. He has given out explanation based on their dialogue. Let's have a full glare on our screens as I go through the dialogue from Osasu Obayiwana for you. It reads, an exchange a few minutes ago between me and an informed contact in the CAF online system regarding the appointment of FIFA World Cup Africa playoff referees. Well, the contacts. So there's a dialogue, the contacts from CAF. South African referee Tom Ambogili will not officiate Nigeria versus Gabon and will be replaced soon. And to Sasu Bayuana, really? Who told you this? And who will replace him? And to the contacts, I don't know the replacement, but it was a very controversial decision to appoint him for this game. There has been a lot of pressure from all corners for Nigeria versus Gabon match. It was allocated to a referee from Kusafa, talking of the Southern Africa media, and the Cameroon versus Congo game to a referee from the Kekafa online, talking of the Eastern and Central Africa online. So officials for Nigeria versus Gabon were supposed to be from the Southern Africa with respect to where South Africa is. Same as DR Congo versus Cameroon was supposed to be from Eastern Africa and Central Africa, with the final match being allocated to a referee from North Africa. So the final match will be a referee from North Africa. That was the initial plan. Instead of giving the matches to the best referees in the continent, referees were appointed on a regional basis. This is wrong and responsible for the current situation. So these are the happenings so far. And according to Sasu Bayuana, let's watch and see if this is really true. So we are all sitting on tenterhooks to see whether they are going to change these officials for Nigeria versus Gabon. I will keep you updated on this platform. So this is the new development of the officials or the referees for Nigeria versus Gabon. And I've given you the extensive details from Osasu Obayuwana. So this is what is transpiring from the camp of the senior national team, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And that is it coming in from the world of football around Nigeria football, same as Nigeria sports. I will end here with my presentation. With respect to these stories, just share your honest opinion in the comment box decently. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters. Special shout out to Arubato, God's power. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Israel. Okay, I do appreciate your support. Israel. Markson, I do appreciate your support. For Tucson, I do appreciate your support. Pastor Obina, I do appreciate your support. Ejin Opala, I do appreciate your support. Peter Osai, I do appreciate your support. Kufo Daniel Banfin, I do appreciate your support. Kulafat, I do appreciate your support. Marufa Bola, I do appreciate your support. Special shout outs to all the amazing commenters under my previous videos, especially the last one. And that is it from the world of football and Nigeria sports. Let's meet in the next one. Until you meet in the next one, it's bye for now.